ambition, and service. It spans three remarkable individuals who profoundly shaped American history: Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin D. Roosevelt, and Eleanor Roosevelt. Here's a detailed narrative of their interconnected lives. Theodore Roosevelt, the adventurous reformer, 1858 to 1919. Early life. Born into a wealthy family in New York City, Theodore overcame a sickly childhood and severe asthma through sheer willpower, immersing himself in physical activity and adventure. Political rise. Entered politics as a New York Assemblyman. Became a national hero as leader of the Rough Riders during the Spanish-American War. Rose to the presidency in 1901 after the assassination of President McKinley, becoming the youngest president at 42. Achievements as president. Advocated for progressive reforms, breaking up corporate monopolies, trust-busting, advocating for workers' rights, and championing environmental conservation. Established national parks, monuments, and wildlife refuges, cementing his legacy as the conservation president. Later years. After leaving office, he remained politically active, running unsuccessfully for president in 1912 as a third-party candidate. Died in 1919. Leaving behind a legacy of bold leadership and reform. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the visionary leader, 1882–1945. Early life. A distant cousin of Theodore, Franklin grew up in privilege in Hyde Park, New York, deeply influenced by his cousin's progressive ideals. Marriage to Eleanor. Married Eleanor Roosevelt, Theodore's niece, in 1905. The marriage was both a personal and political partnership, with Eleanor emerging as a key ally in Franklin's career. Polio diagnosis. In 1921, Franklin contracted polio, losing the use of his legs. Despite this setback, he demonstrated remarkable determination, continuing his political ambitions. Political rise. Served as governor of New York before becoming the 32nd president in 1933. Achievements as president. Implemented the New Deal to combat the Great Depression, creating jobs and establishing social safety nets like Social Security. Led the nation through World War II, becoming a symbol of hope and resilience. His leadership reshaped the role of the federal government in American life. Death and legacy. Franklin died in office in 1945, shortly before the end of World War II, leaving an indelible mark on the presidency and the nation. Eleanor Roosevelt, the advocate for justice, 1884–1962. Early life. Eleanor endured a difficult childhood, losing both parents by age 10. She found strength and purpose in education and later in public service, transforming the role of First Lady. As Franklin's wife and partner, Eleanor redefined the First Lady's role by becoming an outspoken advocate for civil rights, women's rights, and social justice. Achievements beyond the White House. After Franklin's death, she served as a delegate to the United Nations, played a pivotal role in drafting the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Legacy. Eleanor is remembered as one of the most influential women in American history, championing equality and human dignity throughout her life. Shared legacy of the Roosevelts' visionary leadership. Both Theodore and Franklin led the nation during transformative periods, advocating for bold reforms and uniting the country during crises. Advocacy for the common good. Eleanor's tireless work for social justice complemented the progressive ideals of both Theodore and Franklin. Lasting impact. Theodore's focus on conservation and progressivism inspired generations of leaders. Franklin's New Deal and wartime leadership reshaped the U.S. government's role in society. Eleanor's activism set a standard for civic engagement and advocacy. Together, the Roosevelts embodied a commitment to public service, leaving a legacy that continues to influence American politics and culture.